Friends, today I have a completely different type of unboxing for you today. This will be the first ever video I've ever done for a package that doesn't actually contain bullion. If you'd like to see what's inside here, please stay tuned. Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to another video from Budget Bullion Stacker, a channel that takes a budget-minded approach to the stacking of precious metals. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and ring the bell notification so you'll be alerted when new videos drop. And if you wouldn't mind, please give the video a thumbs up, maybe leave a comment down below. It helps the channel out more than you know. This particular package here doesn't actually contain any bullion whatsoever. This is, in fact, however, the first win that I've ever won from my Instagram page. Anyone who's not familiar, I do have an Instagram page. It's easy to find me. It's Budget Bullion Stacker. One of the channels that I happen to follow on Instagram is Artisan Cutlery. Anyone who's not familiar with Artisan Cutlery, they're a knife company. Been in business for several years now. You can check them out at artisancutlery.net. They were doing a giveaway for a really sweet knife. I really didn't think I had I didn't think I had a chance to win this sweet piece. But I was like, it's a giveaway. Try to win. If you don't try, you're not going to win. If you do try, your chances of winning, however many people decide are actually going to enter that particular giveaway. So I'm like, you know what? I'll try it. I was getting ready to go to bed one night and my messenger on my Instagram rang through and it was Artisan Cutlery. I was kind of taken back and it's like, congratulations, you've, won the final giveaway. And literally my reply back was like, oh my God, are you serious? And they're like, as a heart attack. Just send me your information. We'll get it shipped out to you as quickly as possible. Well, friends, here it is. I've been eagerly anticipating this. So let's cut this bad boy open and see what we have here. Let me try to get started through here and not actually slip and fillet myself. I desperately need to put a new edge on my little multi-tool that I carry every day. There we go. Let's get started over here. That's a lot better. As many unboxing videos as I do, you wouldn't think that I'd have an epic fail on camera just trying to open a box. But I'll leave it in the video. It'll be a little bit of comic relief anyway. So let's see what we have inside of here. Artisan Cutlery, high quality, precision crafted knife. Got some nice little air pockets here to kind of keep it from moving around too much. Oh, this is nice. It even comes in a nice little tin. This is a nice touch. Artisan Cutlery, high quality, precision crafted knife. This particular knife here is called the Osprey. It's kind of a cleaver style knife. They're gaining in popularity quite a bit here recently. I really like them. This particular knife was customized by Mr. Slider Sky. I believe his name's Skylar U, but you can find him as Slider Sky on Instagram. He also has an Etsy page. You can look him up. It's Slider Sky Skatewood on Etsy. He does recycled skateboards. He does laser etching, anodizing of titanium. He also does custom leather work. Man does a lot of really cool work. So this piece here is actually a one-off custom. So they sent this to Mr. Slider Sky and he did the customization, sent it back to them, and they decided to give a couple of them away. This is not the first one that they've given away. So let's just take a look here. Wow, the layers, the anticipation's driving me probably about as crazy as it is some of you all. I really want to see this. So we got a nice little cleaning cloth. Got a limited lifetime warranty that comes on their knives. I'll go over this in detail later. Nice touch. They even have their logo stamped into the little microfiber cleaning cloth. Guys, this is a really nice touch. I really do enjoy this. And then inside here would be the Osprey. So the Osprey, like I said, is a cleaver style. The handle is made of titanium. And as you can see with these really, really cool colors on here, this is the work that Mr. Slider Sky does. He does the anodizing of the titanium. Really, really nice touch. And one thing that I really like about this blade, haven't had a flip like this in a while, so bear with me. There we go. So one thing about this particular blade is it actually is a Damascus steel blade. I actually haven't had a Damascus steel blade in a long time. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Damascus steel, they take two different types of steel and they actually forge weld them together, and they'll twist them and make all these interesting patterns in the steel that you're seeing here. That's how you get all these nice wavy patterns. So this, guys, this is really, really cool. So for anyone who wants a full shot of it, another thing to show about the Damascus steel is this knife here actually has something very similar to what I've seen in cold steel products, and they're sanmai. San or san means 3 in Japanese, and it's kind of hard to show, but if you'll look right here, if I can get the lighting right, you can see 3 distinct bands that run down this blade. Try to get a view. It does go right the way through, so it's not a faked thing. There we go. That shows it a little bit more distinctly. You can see it runs right the way through the entirety of the blade. Now what they've done is they have a core of steel. In this particular case, I'm not certain what that core of steel is. Usually it's a pretty hard steel. It's a steel that will retain its cutting edge very, very well. And then they sandwich onto that the outer layers of steel. The outer layers of steel are usually softer, which allows the knife to have some flexibility and not be quite as fragile. And that's also how they have this very distinct line along the cutting edge. You see it a little bit more on this side. That just means this side, when they were profiling, was ground just a little bit more than the other. But that's how you have this solid bit of steel here, and then you have your nice wavy line. It's almost like the hamon line in a katana, but instead of this being done from differential hardening through the clay heat treat process, that's actually come about because when they grind that down to that outer layer, it's leaving exposed that harder steel for the cutting edge. So you get an edge that's really, really hard to stay sharp a lot longer. But if you make the whole knife out of it, it's kind of fragile. So I really like Sanmai 3. I really like how they've kind of mimicked that and then done this just totally awesome Damascus steel pattern for the outer layers. Guys, it's awesome. Beautiful knife. I just wanted to try to make sure I got a close-up of this and explain it for the few people who aren't aware that that's what's going on inside here. Again, really awesome. Thank you, guys. It's centered perfectly. If I'm not mistaken, Artisan Cutlery uses ceramic ball bearings for the pivots in these knives. It definitely is one of the smoothest flipping knives that I've ever encountered here. I'll try to get a good close-up here. 1803 GD Damascus. So, you know, beautiful, beautiful blade. Titanium handle. Pretty sharp. I don't exactly have very hairy arms. It will shave slightly tomorrow morning when I get up. I'm actually off work tomorrow, so I will actually rehome this thing. It will be able to shave with when I get done with it tomorrow. But again, I'd like to give a big thank you to Artisan Cutlery. Guys, thank you very much. This knife is just epic. I'm just ecstatic to have won this. This thing is completely awesome. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the video. Something a little bit different than my normal videos. Usually I'm unboxing bullions, whatever I've gotten. I had to share this one with everybody. So again, friends, if you're not familiar with Artisan Cutlery, if you want to see some really cool knives, I really recommend you get over there, check them out. I've actually gone through their entire catalog. Some of my favorites, and I'm sorry guys if I butcher the pronunciation of this first name, but it's either the Archeo or the Archeo. I believe Archeo is the more correct name. Really sweet knife. Love that piece. The Centauri, that's also another nice piece. That piece also has the wonderful Damascus blade as an option. Many of these do come with Damascus as an option. Another one that I really like is the Hornet. Nice little dagger style blade. Highly recommend it. The Orthodox. The Orthodox is just wicked cool. It reminds me of an old-fashioned straight razor, but in a more modern pocket knife style. Then of course you have the Osprey, what I like to call the big old chopper here. This, by the way, does come in a fixed blade model, which is just epic. So go check that out if you're interested in anything like this. They also have the S waistline. That one, to me, shows a lot of Japanese style inspiration. Reminds me a lot of traditional Japanese tantos and katana. Very beautiful knife. They have the Shark. That's another one. Of course, I'll be rolling pictures of all these in as I talk about them. And then they have another one that's very similar to the Osprey, but is unique in its own way, is the Tomahawk. And then much like the Osprey that comes in a fixed blade, the Tomahawk also comes in a fixed blade as well. That's just a handful of the pieces that I like from Artisan Cutlery. I promise you there are many more. So I do highly recommend you get over there and check them out. Again, guys, I can't thank you enough. So I'd also just like to thank Artisan Cutlery once again for such a wonderful knife. Guys, again, this thing is just absolutely awesome. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Slider Sky, the work you did on the handles is absolutely impeccable. Fantastic. Hopefully I'm doing you all any justice at all with the video. I figure a video is the least I can do. Try to bring some attention. Try to get you all some business drummed up. Guys, these knives are fantastic. Go check them out. The quality is just second to none as far as I can tell. And this is my first ever piece. I've never owned one of their knives, but this knife is awesome. So again, guys, please get over. Check out Artisan Cutlery. I won't give you my usual sign off because again, it's not bullion, but again, thanks for watching. You guys have a great evening.